And again, with this one, I also need to know where my middle is, so make a little mark. And yeah, let's do the pockets first. Same thing. Maybe we even can reverse it to make it a little bit different. What if we make the waterfall on the left side and the pockets on this side? Why not? Why not? We can do that. Alright guys, let's get started. We always can change a little bit to make it a little different. Okay, so the first thing that I like to do is, because this is also on this side, and I do like to use a strip that fits perfect. So let's make a strip out of this. Yeah, why not? Okay, 1/2 inch. So let's cut a strip that's 1/2 inch. If you do have a strip that's already cut, then please use. But it's easy to stay a little away from the edges. I just love this pattern, this plate pattern. It's one of my favorite ones for this collection. The back is also pretty with the white snowflakes. I do, but I just can't come over this plate one. Just love it. Alright, so step 1 is put a nice strip on this side. Here we go, to stay away a little bit from the edge. Just a little bit, because a pocket is a little bit sturdy and tight, and we don't want it too tight, do we? Okay, no, actually I do need another strip. Let's cut another one. We did that with the other part, but then 2 different sizes, and for this one I like same size. Okay, smudge the edges. Now it depends where you are glue this one down. Now I do like my pockets on the right and my waterfall on the left, so it depends how big your waterfall needs to be. I still can make small pockets, or I can place this on the other side of my mark and then still have, I thought we did the 4x4. Well, what if we cut another piece? Let's do that first, guys. Let's cut another piece. See, I always change things. Let's glue down this one on the left side. Gives it just a little extra look, and also a little different look, so that's nice. Try to keep this as straight as possible. There we go. Yes, and now I can choose. Well, if I can choose, I definitely like a 4. So what if I just first cut my waterfall page, and that was 4.5. Score half and then cut 4. Oh, can I cut 2? That would be awesome. I too can cut 2 pieces. That's magnificent. Alright, so my page is 4.5 by 4, and then after I score my 1/2 inch, then my page is 4 by 4. So we have a nice square one. If you now put the first one on, then you have a measure thing, an easy-going measure. Alright, so I'm just gonna place my first one, stay away just a little millimeter from this edge, nice and straight, put it on. And now you just have a guideline for your next strip. So no measurements needed actually. Just go with the flow. Here we go. Yep. Yes. Alright, so I now first go cut. How much did we did? I think 8 pieces of these. So that is easy to do. If you cut first 4.5, score, and cut 4 and 4, and then 8 times. So now I have 4 already. 4.5, score, then I cut mine at 4 inches. Now I have 6, one last time. So I do cut my paper at 4.5, score half, cut 4, but at the end we do have a waterfall page that is 4 by 4. Alright, you can save your leftover pieces. And there we go. Burnish these down. So straight as possible, because you really can mess up if you not score these too well. Then you will have some difficulty with glue these all on each other. Here we go. Okay. Put some glue on. I forgot the closure, but we can always add this on top. No worries, we can solve that. I forgot the closure, guys. But that's okay, nothing to worry about. We can still do that. Alright, same thing as the other one, just place it on top, nice and straight with the other ones. And then flip it back, and then it should be straight too, but no worries if it's a little off. It's better that the first one is straight than the one that flips up. So I always check if this is straight and flip up. And if it's a little off, then it's totally fine. Mine are always a little off, so don't worry. Always forgot that I refill my bottle. And if my bottle is full, then it has no use to lay it down. Here we go. Always use a little amount of glue, not too much. Otherwise you need to clean up way too much. Check check. 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 All right. Burnish it all down, 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 down. And there you go. Your little waterfall. Adding a nice 4x4 picture, well, a little smaller than that, but you can do that. Yes, super cool. Okay, the closure. I do like this closure. But we also can change it a little bit. You also can add a closure right here and a little one here, so you only have here that little closure. Possible. You always can change things, of course. You also can make a little knot here and make that closure. Oh my gosh, so many options. So many options. So what do you prefer? Well, actually I really like this one. So yeah, let's do that again. Alright, so we're gonna make 2 of these, and I think these are 2 inches wide. So we already can use the leftover piece. Cutting this 2 inches and score 1/2 inch first, and then we score 1/8 and another 1/8. Okay, same thing on the other side. 1/2 inch, that is our hinge, and then a 1/8 and a 1/8 again. So we have plenty of space. Scoring at my first fold line, and then I think it was also 2. Yep. Then we can cut this again at 2. Same thing here. 2. Okay, that is our little closure. And yeah, you can use again a round one for to have the corners. So just cutting first our design paper, and then we are on the whoa. All right, let's do that. Alright guys, I am working on the closure, and I already added the papers and everything, and I added the brown ribbon on here. I think this is a little bit too tight to make a nice bow on it, but I thought a nice wet one would be cool. Now this comes this way, so it will look odd if I just make 2 different ones, because then the bow is totally different. So, but I don't know if I told you already how I make little bows. It's really easy actually, with a nice fork, and this one was broken, so I claimed it in my craft room. So what I do is just gonna cut this size a bit, does not matter how large or anything, but and then the bottom piece I'm just make this a little larger, because this still needs to go all the way around. I'm gonna try to make this as low as possible, because this is the widest angle. This is gonna be smaller, so I'm just gonna try to be as low as possible. Now the back I will flip in the middle opening to the back, and then I'm just gonna pull all the way through. Alright, then it looks like this. I hope you can see that. Yes, and then I'm just gonna grab the back, and I'm gonna flip it to the same one that I just pull to the back, and now I'm gonna go back to the front. Then it looks like this. Alright, and then I'm just gonna pull everything a little tighter, still on my lowest, so I get a little larger bows. Okay, that looks like this, and then I'm just gonna make a little knot. Simple as that. Just a little knot, and then you have this little bow right here. Okay, slide it off, and then I'm just going to cut this piece shorter, and I'm gonna grab a lighter. Beware of your fingers, girls, beware of your fingers, you don't want to hurt yourself. Alright, and then I can glue this down. Now what do you like? I do like this, I think, better this way, so I have the place right here. So yeah, I am gonna do that. So just use a bit of glue. There we go, and then I like to use something that keeps it down till it's dry. And you even can put a little dot of glue under this right here, so everything stays nice put. Alright, so that is how I make my little bows, tiny little ones. We're just using a fork. Yeah, super cool, super cool. I'm gonna let this dry, and first, yeah, let's go to the pocket, because I just like to let this dry for just a sec before I go decorating. I just noticed this. We still can use this, guys. I do. We still going to use this. Don't worry. We're gonna use it. I'm not forgetting that. Alright, so let's go to the pockets. Let's make 3 simple pockets. Let's grab a new page. And yeah, you know me, I don't like to measure, so first things first, just score 1/2 inch, fold it over, burnish it down, so that is finished, and then just stay in between. So we do make 2 different ones, 2 different pages, well, slightly different. That's totally fine, of course. You don't have to do each time exactly the same page, especially when I want to use different papers for this one. Alright, here we go. Check if it's nice and straight, and it is. Okay, the pockets on this one is, I think, let's make these 2.5. Okay, that means that I can cut my first one in just 2.5. That's only the first one. Alright, the next ones we are going to cut, or we even can just do the middle of this one, and the middle is, I think, about 3, so I'm just gonna cut. Then the other one also 3, I don't know, almost. So a little shorter. Alright, cut these in 2. And we did the 2.5, so I am gonna make a little mark. So I have also my 2.5 right here. And my 2.5 right here. Okay, now let's cut this a little angle and then cut these away. Okay, do you see what I'm doing? This is my 2.5. Here's my mark where I just did, just cutting a little angle till the mark, and then I'm just open this and cutting this away too. You even can cut this in a nice full angle if you like. Here we go. Let's get, so this looks like this. My 2 top pockets, and then this is the bottom pocket. That is how it looks like. Okay, let's start with the bottom. Put some glue on your hinge. Don't forget the bottom, otherwise you don't have a pocket. There we go, put it on. Here we go, nicely at the bottom. Burnish your glue down till it's set. If you have anything that comes out, best way to do it right away. Alright, okay, cool. That's the first pocket. Now, the next pocket. Just glue down the hinges, guys. Don't the bottom. Otherwise, you create 3 undeep pockets. And that's maybe you like, but I'm not. Okay, just put this in the pocket and push it down. Oh, I moved. Have to be quickly with the art glitter glue. Here we go. So now we do I have some? Let's use this. Now we have a small pocket right here and a deeper pocket all the way down. Okay, now the last one. Why do I make this little flap? Well, it makes it a little easier, tighter, and well, it's just, I really like this method. It's not as bulky as it is. Here it is, slide it in, and it's perfect to keep it all straight. Now this one is almost to the top. I totally forgot about that. We can make a nice hinge, nice opening. Well, I'm just gonna keep it like that. Alright, so it's a small opening at the top, but okay. It's always nice to leave a little ribbon on your tag or something to pull it out easier. Alright, so now we have also a big pocket all the way down here. Okay, yep, that's done nicely. Now before I go to this one, I really like to add these ones. These are ready to use. Alright, so the first one, put some glue on your hinge. And just put it in the middle of your waterfall page, nicely at the top. There we go. Yes, okay, cool. And now this one of course comes at the bottom. And that makes us creating a nice Also eyeball this a little bit in the middle. That is our closure. There we go. Cool, like a little present. Yes, super cool. Now it's decoration time. Decoration time. I always like to clean up first my things that I used. Yes, use some decoration. I already used the girls on here, so looks maybe a little odd to use it on this again. So alright, so let's see for some decorations. Okay guys, let's do some decoration. So I'm gonna start with the back of this page. Let's see how far you can go. Do I like an edge in this one? Maybe the stars. Maybe the stars I do like. Okay. So that means that I start with this little strip. If you don't see it, then just place a piece of paper in your pocket. Can't blame you, because I don't see it clear also not. Here we go. Smooth the edges. Here we go. Okay, and now this other leftover piece I can use on top here. I guess. Let's check it out. Yep, I can. Shall we do the same strip? Why not? Love it. Here we go. So the first and the last are the same. Here we go, and then this one you just can smudge down and just glue it on. Slide this in the pocket, move it down a little bit. There you go. Here we go. Alright, then for the middle I would not use, I really like this one to use on here, and I don't think that we have enough for it, but I really like this one. So first I do gonna cut this. Same size. There we go. Here we go. Really love this one. Okay, and then the rest of these I still can use as little strips right here, but I don't think that we can use all, but let me check. So 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and 1/2 inch. Okay. Alright, that leaves me 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. That means that I need 3 other ones. And that can be anything, of course, you like. I still have this one. Is this the same size? Almost. One, 2, 3. Let's cut these same size, and there we go. We are good to go. Alright guys, smooth the edges, and then you can place these down, let's say 1 each time. Something like that. Yeah, I like it. Alright, so starting with the first one. Add a little glue on and just place this at the bottom. This leaves you a lot of opportunity to just add your pictures on instead of losing any bulk. You don't want to lose too much bulk. There we go, and so on and so on. So this time we don't have an image to keep an eye on, but still. Because you can't use every time the same image. In my opinion, you can. If you like, you still can, of course, do the same thing. But I think it's a little bit boring to use the same one, don't you think? Alright. Here we go. And the last one. Oh, not the last one. The final last one. this is the last one. Yes. Here we go. So we started with this one and we ended up with this one. Yeah, I really like it. I think super cool. And now what shall we do on the middle of this one? Well, first of all, another star piece, of course. That's step one. Smudge the edges. There we go. Alright, well, it's almost done, girls. We are almost done. Almost. Okay, where are the... Oh, here it is. Let's use this little piece. A little lower. A little smaller. And smooch away. Slide it in. Does not have to be that deep, just a little bit. Here we go. It can be that simple, guys. Yep, and then I think I'm gonna use this one. We also can add a little pocket. We did not do that on the other page, but you know me by now, I assume that I just love adding a little pocket, something like that. So making a little pocket that's a little bit bigger than, I'm just going to keep it the same size as my waterfall. Did not do this on the other page, so yeah, we created a similar page but still adding a little different. Still, you can change so much in a simple page. Okay, I think now I can use this for the back. Or do you like this to the front? Totally up to you, of course. This does not need to go all the way up. I don't think I can make it. Oh yes, I can make it to the top. I just can make it to the top. Here we go. Yes, alright, and then yeah, you just can. I think this fits amazingly for the bottom. Or this one. Yeah, let's go for this one. Let's do that. Cutting. Okay guys, do we still have fun? Even these pages are the same one? I hope you do. I hope you do. I bet you do. Yes. Right here, put some glue on. How cute is this? Super cute, and you always can, well, find some leftover pieces and then cut it in a nice size. For example, a little lower than this one. Two nice little tags which we can decorate. Oh, just one little piece at the back here. And then we are done already. Oh, that went actually pretty fast. Actually, pretty fast. Just a leftover piece right here, guys. Using the same. Fits perfect. Not too much glue on. Move this in the pockets. Here we go. And it's a small opening, I know, but that's okay. That's okay, because I'm gonna put, well, a 3/3/4 and then a 7, I guess. Okay, 3/3/4 by a 7. And that can slide in completely to the bottom. There's always something in the way for just a sec. But we can move the pockets a little bit. Well, not move, but stretch these out. It's always better. But be aware. Be gentle doing this. You don't want to tear these pockets. And then if you put some, how you call that, a ribbon on, this I also gonna cut a little bit smaller. Just to slide this in. A little bit smaller, so I still see the strip, otherwise it has no use to add a nice decoration strip on. So this one is a little booklet, fits nicely in here. And then for the last one, just some small ones. Or you even can fold fold this in half if you like. And if you put this with the fold line down, all the way down, then you can make a mark, and then you just can cut this at the right size, and then you still have a nice booklet that opens that way. Or a little one, just what you like. Here I also have 2 leftovers. Always nice to add small little tags inside. But you still can decorate this later. Alright, yes, super cool. And this I'm gonna add a nice ribbon on top so you can easily pull it out. Yep, and then it's done. Adding, shall we do the same one, or do you like another one? I also have this one. Maybe it's 2. It's not that bad actually. But I don't know what I want on the closure, so I just want to wait. I'm gonna wait for this because I don't know exactly what I like to do on the end. This is also still fitting. It's the same ribbon. I do have the wet one, but the wet I also want to use. This one I also still have, so I will wait for the ribbon closure till I know exactly what I have left on the end. Okay, so that's that. So, oh, and last thing that I like to do on this one is to add the in-between. And which one can we do for that? Well, we did not use this one, so maybe it's a good idea to use this on the inside. Now, is it still different? It is, isn't it? See, we did use the same colors, but it totally looks different. Yeah, and we do need the decoration, but so the black will be gone in a second. But I think this is a great way to add this in the middle. So I'm gonna cut a strip that's a little bit smaller than a 1/2 inch. So I'm gonna cut this a little bit smaller. And I think I need 2, maybe 3, I don't know just yet, but let's just start with these. And then I can cut these the same size, and then, yep, decoration of smooching everything, and just glue it on. Here we go. You can cut 2 the same ways. Here we go. And how much do we need? Well, I have 6, so let's check it out. Alright, so how much do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we do need 7. But I saw that I have 1 here left, so that I still can use. So that's cool. Alright, so let's use it. Alright, I'm gonna leave you right now for just a second, and when I'm ready, I'm coming back to you. Okay, cool. Okay guys, we have finished 6 pages. Alright, so yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages. Wow, and it's quite heavy. So if you put your pages down, and you took your ruler and you put it against it, then I have 2 1/4. Wow. So if you have a 2 1/4 with 6 pages, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I have it really tight, and I don't want to have it tight, I want to have much space. So I'm just going to explain a little bit how the hinge size works. I want to have space, guys. So I'm just going to grab a piece of paper so I can explain a little bit better how I work with. So I have 6 pages, 6. Okay, so if I would add each 1/2 inch, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a little space, of course. Okay, so this is the space and this is the space. Then I would have needed a spine that it's 3 1/2. In my opinion, that's tight. With these pages, when you're gonna add loads of pictures inside, because now there isn't any picture inside, so I could make a 1/2 inch in between the pages. That is tight but doable. So we can do it with a 3 1/2. But what if we want to have enough space? So let's give it a start, okay, of a 1/2 inch. This is just the space between the cover and the first page. We want to have that space too, because maybe you want to make something on the inside cover too. You never know with me. I still don't know, but let's say we do. Alright, so then I like to have each in between a 3/8. There's no a 3/4. Shall we make it a 3/4? 1/2 inch, 3/4. Well, let's say we make it a 3/4. Let's see how we end then. Alright, that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3/4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages, and then again that 1/2 inch extra space. Okay, so that would leave us a pretty nice spine of, give me a sec, of a 4 3/4. Okay, so for me that is the best way that I think I would love to do that. So my spine is going to be a 4 3/4, and then I can start a 1/2 inch away from, so if this is my chipboard 4 3/4, then I can start my pages 1/2 inch in, and then a 3/4 opening. That gives me plenty of space. This you can do 1/2 inch. That means that you can make your spine 3 1/2. It is still possible, but tight. Definitely tight. I don't know, so you don't know if you see that. So this is how I make my measurements on the spine. That's the most important thing. Alright, so this is tight. This top right here with a 1/2 inch in between. It's tight but doable. And here are my measurements for a 3/4. Leaving a 1/2 inch away from the sides, and then measure 3/4. That leaves me with a 4 3/4 spine. Alright, that's just how I like to show you how I measure the spine. Now if I'm gonna grab one page and my chipboard. Now my chipboard pieces are 11 5/8 inch by 8 1/2 inch, and that's 29 1/2 by 21 1/2 centimeters. That's my chipboard that I always use in my kits, and that fits perfectly on this page. But if I would do a big page like this, I would like to have this chipboard almost the same size as my pages, because if you put this on your desk, and if I would use this, then you can imagine like this, like say that I would use this chipboard in the middle on this chipboard, and I would put this big album on my desk, then this will slide down. See, and then you get an ugly, it does not hold. Well, I think it will hold, but it's better if it does not have to be a risk. So if I put this the same, almost the same size, then this does not wiggle anything. If you put this on your desk nicely straight, so I do gonna cut this a little smaller. All right, but I'm gonna give you the measurements. Yeah. We also like to have that nice expandable hinge. I'm going to use the stack the deck hinge. Don't worry, don't panic. It's not that difficult. First I'm going to make a 1/2 inch extra. You definitely need, because your page is not going to be completely at your spine. We do have that 1/2 inch room of space. So this is what I have left, plus maybe I just like to have my inserts, because we still can add inserts in here, and not always, but if I have the opportunity to keep a little space on my right side, then I would. So maybe I even let this be, and otherwise I'm just, well, that 1/4 I just can't keep it on. Why not? I think we just can leave it like this. Alright, so if I would do this, that it's almost the same size, then my best way, let's say this is a 7/3/4, I will cut this at 8. Then I do have a little space, so I cut my chipboard at 8 inches. Okay, and it is 8.5, so I'm just going to cut a 1/2 inch away, and then the rest I will leave it. And then my chipboard is going to be a 4/3/4. Yes, but I gave you the measurements on a plate, but it's just how to show you how I measure my measurements. All right, okay, let's do this. So first of all, I'm going to cut this. This is pretty thick chipboard. My Fiskars don't deal with that, so I need a cutting plate and a knife to cut that 1/2 inch, or I need to go downstairs with my big darling, but we can do it right here. So first of all, let's do the measurements. Well, the cutting of course, but and then after I will, shall I first give you the measurements? Maybe that's a good idea before I do anything else. Okay, so this is an 8, and I use the full size of this, and that's, I'm gonna pick 11/5/8 inch, and that's in centimeters. Let me check that out before I say something stupid. Well, let's cut this 20.5, and then the end of this is the same size. But for those who does not have the opportunity to get the kit and to cut their own chipboard, then this is, and we need this 2 times, and then for the spine it's going to be a 4/3/4 by this size, that's an 8 inch, and in centimeters that is a 4/3/4. Well, a 12 is nice. 12 by 20.5. Alright, so these are the measurements for our chipboard. Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's do this. Now I'm only gonna think a little bit. I also can add the closure on top. I know some of you do like that. Well, let me first cut this one. I always can change because we do, I think we can. But let me first cut this and then I see how much that I have left, okay? Let me first cut these 3 pieces. Okay, guys. So, I already cut 3 pieces of chipboard, 8 inch, and then the rest I just leave it on. And my last part, I cut my spine 4/3/4. Wow, this is huge. This is huge, but I love it. We need it. Alright, so now what I have left is this piece. Now if I would do the same, leaves me with cutting this one 4/3/4, because we need of course the same one as the left one, and then I would have this left, and that's a wide 2 inches. Would you like that? Then you can make an album with, actually I do love it. Well, what the heck. But it's gonna be big. Guys, it is gonna be big. Big time. So make your table ready to do this. And I'm not able to show you this in one shot because my table is small. But I do the best I can to show you all. But okay. Here we go. So what I mean with closure on the left is, wait just a second, I'm going to show you. Alright, so now I have 3 pieces, and this is just my leftover piece. Yes, I still need this. So I do have 2 spines, front and back cover, and a little bit more than a 2 inch leftover piece. Okay, so the meaning is, so you have, oh, how can I explain that? This is your first spine on the left, as we would do a normal album, just like this. Okay, that is our normal album. Now if you add this on here, then it will go up just like this, and then this one we're going to add also on this piece that comes over this one, and that we can then close down with something. I know you like this. I know you like this. I know. I just know you like that. But it's big, 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 big. But we can do it. And it is nice with such a big album. Yes, I know. Oh, what the heck, we're just gonna do that. We are just going to do that. Okay, that means that we need several this is left. Oh, look how thick this chipboard is. Ta-da! Drumsticks. Okay, so grab your piece of papers, because we are needing a lot. This is not fitting, so we need to move it this way, and 1/2 inch, 1 inch here, 1 inch there, leaves us with 10. And I don't know exactly how much we need, so I need to adjust this. Wait just a second. This we also need 2 times, and then that last piece, that's, let's say, 2 by 8 inch, and 2 is, let's say, 5 centimeters by 20.5 centimeters. Okay, This one needs to be, yep, 20.5. Let me check before I talk nonsense. That is of course 20. Why did I say 20.5? Wait just a second. That is 8, then that is 20. Ooh, 20. Because we cut that down. Yes, that is correct. Alright. So these are the measurements. 8 by 11, 5/8 inch, or 20 by 29.5 centimeters. Then 4/3/4 by 8 inch, or 12 by 20 centimeters. And then for the last piece, 2 by 8 inch, or 5 by 20 centimeters. And that last one is only one time needed. Okay, so now if you do have the kit, then you will have plenty enough with those 3 pieces of chipboard. Alright, so now I'm gonna cut. I have no idea how many I need. Well, at least 4 or 5. I don't know. But I'm gonna cut these right away at 10. So I can use them. But if I need more then of course I just can cut more. Alright, so we start with the big one. Okay. And we just go this step by step. Alright, okay guys, let's go to the cover. Okay, first we need 2 pieces of black. So we're gonna add glue or double-sided. Always forget to use my non-stick. Always forgetting that. There we go. Why do I have so many tools? Oh, I hate it. I really hate it. When I have 2 pencils. Why do I have 2 pencils? The knife I don't need any longer. I have 2 scissors, but okay. Alright, so let's do this guys. It's gonna be long, but we manage. Okay, 2 pieces. How are you gonna add these? Well, I normally just use my tape as a guideline, but you also can add, if you have such a cutting mat as I do, then you also can use that. But it's not a big deal if it's not complete. But I really prefer using just the tape as my guideline. Okay, now you can, I don't need this right now because I'm just gonna add glue instead. If it's open, yep, it's open. Okay. Just put some glue on all the edges. Oh, not on your cutting mat. There we go. Let's just start. Why did I glue this down totally the wrong way? Okay, I put these on each other, but it needed this way. Oh yes, how stupid of mine. I wish you already, I think you already saw that, but you didn't tell me. Oh well. Oh well. Okay. Grab your chipboard, and this way fits perfect. Put it on. Oopsie daisy. Alright. Whew. Okay. Glue it down. And this one is easy to flip around and burnish it, but the next ones will be not that easy. Well, if you have a big desk, then it is easy, but okay. Now I really need to update my black. Wait just a sec, my black is finished. Whew. Okay. Let me just unpack this. I really love this paper. Clairefontaine 160 gram. Love it. And now we can continuing. Just throw it on the floor. Clean it up later. Alright. Yeah, now I can continuing. What am I doing? That does not fit. So put these behind me. Alright. Yes. Okay, cool. Alright, so again I'm going to cut my papers at 10. And now I just can glue these this way on each other, of course, and not the small size. There we go. And I can do this earlier, but why? I don't have the place for it. And now I still can slide it to the left, to the left, to the left. Okay, yep, this piece needs to go on. Add this on here. Here we go, guys. The next one is the spine. The first spine. That's the next one. Now we just need our time to do this cover because it's huge. Stay away at least 4 or maybe even 5 millimeters. Yep, I have 5 millimeters right here. Leave that open, guys. You definitely need it. Then you never go wrong. You never go wrong. Okay, change my basket a little bit right here. This one too. Alright, moving to the left, adding another double-sided tape. Go. Grabbing another piece of paper. There we go. Let's see if the next one fits. Yep, it does. So we can put it on. I need to check these measurements. 21.5. Definitely need to say the right measurements, of course. Alright, again, stay away. Stay away. I'm just gonna check one more last time. This, yeah, I bet this is 20.5, guys. It is. Oh my gosh. It is 20.5. Yes, it is. Stupid of me. This is almost empty. It is 20.5, guys. It is, it is, it is. I will make a new one. I will make a new one and show you. Okay, now with a normal album, we would finish now. But I'm still, yeah, let's do it. I know you like it, so why not? Okay, now I need another piece of paper that it's 10 inches. Another piece of double-sided tape. Let's make it big. If you do something, then do it right. There we go. Adding a new piece of paper. Go. Now we have the second spine. Stay away. 5 millimeters. I always eyeball it, but if you like to measure, then you can, of course, but you also can eyeball it. And then the last piece we can manage with no extra piece of paper. There we go, stay away. Alright, here we go, and then the last piece, you just can cut it down a little shorter, and that's it. That's it. Look how large this is. Oh my gosh, it's huge. How do we ever gonna do this? Oh, we can do it. We can do it. Yes, we can. We can. Pum, ba-dum, pum, 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 pum. Okay, cutting the corners. Some of you have a tool like this, and this was a gift, so I have no idea on this website, absolutely no idea, but I think it's coming from here, but someone gave it to me. You can use that, but this video is going to be for beginners, and that leaves us with doing the best we can without any tools. So if you have a ruler, well, you also can use the leftover piece, because this is 2 millimeters. So if you use this, for example, and you just make a mark, see, then you are staying away. Hey, best way ever, I think. So put this against the corner and you just see how you can cut this in a nice way. Oh, this is the most terrible, but okay, you get the picture, guys. You get the picture. I was in my way with my fingers, but as you can see right here, I am staying away. Okay, so let's just cutting this off, and I'm gonna keep the pencil mark inside, so I definitely be far enough from all edges. Now let's turn this whole thing, and I'm just going to use this again. So, and it's just for not to cut too small to this corner. So if you don't want to use this, then just cut this an eyeball that you are at least 2 millimeters away from this corner. That's the main thing. The rest, everything is not that difficult at all. Alright, now I definitely need to clean up a little bit, otherwise everything will be pushing off the floor, I guess. I do like this one still. It's almost done, but alright. We have some place. My drink, put it here. Yes, now I can move this all the way to the right, to the right. Okay, guys. Now what I like to do now is put some double-sided tape on all edges. Okay, now this one is almost out. Here we go. Here we go, all the way around. All the way around. There we go. Yep. Okay, next. Now we're gonna fold. And how to do that? The best way to do that is start in the middle. Just lift this up and just fold this against the chipboard all the way. Just use your fingers and feel that you are pushing the paper against the chipboard. Okay, and when you do that, when you think you are nice and straight, then you just can fold it all the way around it. So there are not much air bubbles or anything. There we go. Push it back, and now we just reveal the double-sided tape. There we go. But still I'm going to use glue, especially on the chipboard edge, and then at the top too. That is a long a long piece. So yeah, I can't show you all the way, but you get the picture. So again, I'm going to start in the middle, and the tape helps you to put the glue nicely on your chipboard. But still move your hand towards you, so you still can push everything against the chipboard. Then just grab your bone folder and just do some Move your glue nicely against your chipboard so all the air bubbles are out. Just take your time to do this. Put some Christmas music on, grab a cup of tea. Just take your time to do this. You don't want to rush this. The cover is just the cherry on the cake, so you definitely want this to be perfect. Okay, so every inch needs to be nicely attached. Every inch. Alright, then I'm just gonna flip this to the side, and with my bone folder I'm just gonna squeeze gently or just rub this against the chipboard. And the tighter it is, the nicer edge you get. There we go. Yes! Alright, that's one side. You flip this completely over. And now we're going to do exactly the same thing on that side. So first we're just going to fold it. And you can push your chipboard nicely against your belly if you like. Use your tool. Okay, and when I think I'm nicely straight, pushing it all over the edge. You also can use a bone folder to squeeze this nicely against the chipboard. Alright, cool. Now, remove the tape. And use some glue. I always start at the chipboard edge. Then I go back. There we go. Starting again in the middle. Use your bone folder to squeeze the glue into the chipboard. Here we go. Put it in this direction and just wrap this edge nicely straight. Okay, cool. Let's go to the sides. It's exactly the same thing, only now we are to the corners. And don't be afraid, it's actually pretty simple. Just grab your bone folder and just go around the corner. Yeah? And the same thing here at the bottom. Go around the corner and just push it nice and flat. And then again, just gonna use my fingers to squeeze this against against the chipboard. There we go. Peel this off. Use some glue. Here we go. Here we go. Burnish it down. And then of course in the corner. And you have a nice crispy corner. There you go. Now let's twist it around. Do the same thing. Use your bone folder. Go around the corner, squeeze it. Same thing here. Go around the corner and squeeze it. Use your fingers. And let's glue it on. There we go. Yes, perfect. All right, guys, that's done. I'm just gonna flip it back. Next, what we are gonna do is I'm just gonna be on my first groove, and I'm just gonna push slowly, guys, not too long, not too hard, and especially if your bone folder is small, then be gentle, be gentle. This one is pretty round, so I'm not gonna hurt anything. Does not tear my paper or anything, but be careful if you do this, if you have a smaller bone folder. Alright, and then you just move this to this side. Take the opportunity to put everything on this side also nice. Let's see, so that is also why we have to use a nice gusset. Alright, do the same thing with this one. Not too tight, be careful doing this. Alright, and slide it over. Take the opportunity to put everything nicely straight on this side too. Okay, now this would be normally our album. Oh my gosh, it's huge. It's huge. Alright, yep, and so on and so on. So here we're also gonna squeeze it a little bit so this folds nicely inside. And then the last one, do the same thing, gentle. And this one is a little bit, there we go. So how does it all look? It's gonna be looking like this. When everything is ready, it looks like this. The best way to show you that is to put a clamp on here, and then it looks like this when everything is ready. Oh my gosh, this is this is huge. I know, but yeah. You want to place all your Christmas photos in there. You definitely want it. And some of you ask huge, and this time we did huge. Okay, cool. So this is how it's gonna be looking, just like that. What's next? Let's see what's next. Okay guys, to give you the correct measurements for your chipboard, write this down. 8 by my 11 5/8 inch, 20.5 by 29.5 centimeters, double, 4/3/4 by 8 inch, 12 by 20.5 centimeters, double, and then 2 by 8 inch and 5 by 20.5 centimeters once. Alright, stay tuned.